Hello students, in this session we will study the amazing chapter The Sound of Music. This chapter is divided into two parts. As I know that everyone loves music, I love too. So when we read the chapter, we will read about two maestros and their lives. This chapter is in two parts. Of the first part discusses about the multi-percussionist Evelyn Glennie, and the second part is about the Shehnai player Bismillah Khan. So both of the chapter has deep meaning, he has a deep lesson, and this provide the deep insight into the struggle and hard work that both of these musicians had to face to achieve greatness in their lives. So let's start to read about the author, and this chapter is written by Deborah Colley. She is an Ottawa-based writer and broadcaster. She has traveled the world while writing more than 100 articles for different editions of the Reader's Digest. She has been on-air broadcaster for CBC Radio in Washington, D.C. and worked for CBC Television in London and Cairo, Egypt. She is the author of Cairo A Tactical Guide, now in its 17th edition of Lucille Testel, Doctor of Courage, shortlisted for the Ottawa Book Award. With her husband, George Colley, she wrote One Woman's Journey, a portrait of Pauline Vanier. She has been a member of Writers Union of Canada since 2001. So through this, we get some point about the author. Let's move to the chapter. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. You can see here the picture of Evelyn Glennie. And this chapter, The Sound of Music, gives us a message that hard work and determination can serve us well. So if we are determined, no amount of challenges or odds in our life, in our daily life, can stop us from attaining the height of success. So what should we need? We need determination to achieve the height of success and attitude to never give up. We should never give up. So Evelyn Glennie, she is a multi-musician, listening the sound without hearing. She only feels the sound. So start the chapter. This God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. When we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music beautifully. So here, we all have some talent in us. We should recognize some hidden talent with us. So this, she has a talent. She is totally deaf. She is totally deaf. She is hearing impaired, but she had some hearing talent that is provided, and she had used it. She never gave up, and she completed and had been successful in her life. So a person who cannot hear is an expert musician. So let's see how it is possible. First paragraph, rush hour crowd jostle for position on the underground train. Jostle means push roughly. That was a time of rush hour. There is a huge crowd, and the train, this underground train, there was a crowd. The underground train was about to come. There was a crowd on the platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 small little girl, small and thin girl, 17 years old. She was nervous but excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train, that she was feeling the vibration, she was feeling the coming train through the vibration. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough. Daunting here means she was frightening for any teenager fresh from Scottish form. She was Scotland. She came from Scotland. She was Scottish girl. She was going to take admission at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music, and she was very frightening as a teenager girl. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. And aspiring musician means here a person who wants to be musician. And this is Scotland countryside. She was coming from Scotland countryside, but she was a person who wants to be a musician, and she faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Here the writer is told about her that she was absolutely deaf. So about this, when we read about Evelyn Glennie, we found that she was 17 years old girl, small and thin, but she was very enthusiastic and excited to be a musician. Let's move to the second paragraph. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Here gradual means slowly. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8 years old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano, and this was notified when she was 8 years old. So Evelyn Glennie, she learned to feel music through the body instead of hearing it through the ears. So it was notified when she was 11 years old, and it was discovered that she had lost her hearing power due to nerve damage. So when they called her name and she didn't move, her response, she didn't give any response. And I suddenly realized she had not heard. That is told by Isabel Glennie, and she is her mother. She discovered that something went wrong with Evelyn Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal means hide her growing deafness from friends and teachers. When in the beginning she tried to hide her deafness from her growing deafness from friends and teachers, but by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated. Her marks has been reduced, that is, and had been worst. And this thought that her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Urged means requested her parents to take her to the specialist, and it was then she found out that her hearing was severely impaired. Impaired means weakened as the result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids. Hearing aids mean that is used to fit into the ears, and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. So that everything looked black, it is told by Evelyn that when Evelyn discovered that she could not hear, she could be sent to school for the deaf children, and she was not as good as a normal children. This had made her life, and this had this all around that looking black. She had been hopeless that time when she was discovered that she could be sent to a special school. And this move to the third paragraph. Okay, on the contrary, Evelyn was determined to lead a normal life and follow her interest in music. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She determined herself. She was not going to give up, means she determined herself. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue means follow her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. The most of the teacher discouraged means disappointed her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her. She identified her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way. So, although she was discouraged by her teacher, her potential was noticed by master percussionist Ron Forbes. He guided Evelyn to feel music some other way than to hear it through her ears. This worked well for Evelyn, and she realized that she could sense different sound through different part of her body. Okay. Says Evelyn, suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different part of body. So that here we can do it. This is a waist, and from she could feel the higher drum from the upper part of body and the lower one from the waist down of this. So here that she did, and this could sense certain notes. Notes means sound in different part of body. And this worked well for Evelyn, and she realized that she could sense different sounds through different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sound and vibrations. The rest was sheer. Here, sheer means the right and completely determination and hard work. Other thing was complete, strong. This is a strong determination, and her hard work that has achieved her goal. And she had become the multi-musician and most demanded, most famous multi-percussionist and multi-musicians of the world. Let's move to the fourth paragraph. She never looked back from that point onward. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life, and she never turned back. Here, once she had overcome this hurdle, this obstacle, Evelyn began her career in music. She got admission in Royal Academy of Music, London, and scored the highest mark in the history of the Academy. She toured the United Kingdom with the young people, the musician group. Orchestra means group of musicians. And by the time she was at the age of 16 years old, she toured the United Kingdom, and she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. No other one scored as good as Evelyn scored. One of the highest marks in the history of the Academy she scored. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. Solo means a single performance. From orchestra to the single performances, and at the end of her 3 years course, she had captured most of the top awards. Evelyn says that hard work and dedication towards her goal helped her achieve success. So with this hard work and dedication, she achieved one most of the top awards within her at the end of a 3 years course. So move to the 5th paragraph. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi-percussionist. Sought after multi-percussionist means most popular, most demanded, many instrumental. The multi-percussionist means who played many instruments with a mastery of some thousand instruments and hectic international schedule. Hectic means fast international schedule. So Evelyn gives solo performance and ever gave free concert. She gave solo performances and even also gave free concerts for the hospitals and schools. And Evelyn's story is an inspiration for the differently abled who are motivated to fulfill their dreams like she did. And she had been most demanded and most popular multi-percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments and hectic international schedule, and that had been done by her sheer determination and hard work. So students, let it be continue. We will start the next rest part of this chapter in the next session. Thank you.